So, let's talk about money. Not just making it, but the actual physical or digital cash that runs the entire world. We often hear about the US dollar, the euro, maybe the Japanese yen, but have you ever stopped to think about which currency is actually the strongest? I mean, which one gets you the most bang for your buck, literally. Today, we're going to do exactly that. Let's count down the world's strongest currencies in 2025. This isn't about which economy is the biggest, but purely about which currency has the highest value when you trade it for $1. It's a straight-up comparison of purchasing power, and some of the results are going to absolutely blow your mind. Now, when we say strongest, it's crucial to understand what that means. We're not talking about which country has the largest GDP or the most influence on the global stage, although those things can play a part. For this list, strength is based on the exchange rate value against the US dollar. How many US dollars does it take to buy 1 unit of another currency? The higher that number, the stronger the currency. It's a fascinating look into how global economics, natural resources, and political stability can translate into cold, hard cash value. Some of these currencies are so valuable that they make the US dollar look weak in comparison, and understanding why is key to understanding the global financial landscape. So, get ready to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm because we're diving deep into the world of foreign exchange. We'll explore why a small country's currency can be worth more than that of a global superpower, what factors keep these currencies at the top, and what it all means for you. We're going from number 10 all the way down to the undisputed champion of currency value. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the number 1 spot. It's a real eye-opener. Let's get into it. Alright, so kicking off our list at number 10 is a currency that probably everyone watching is familiar with, the US dollar. Now you might be thinking, wait, how can the US dollar be on a list of currencies stronger than the US dollar? And that's a fair point. It serves as our benchmark, the standard against which all other currencies on this list are measured. $1 is of course worth exactly $1, but its inclusion here is non-negotiable because of its sheer dominance. It's the world's primary reserve currency, meaning central banks and financial institutions all over the globe hold vast quantities of it. This creates a constant, massive demand that keeps it incredibly stable and universally accepted. This status as the global reserve currency is no accident. It's backed by the world's largest economy and the perceived stability of the US political and legal systems. When there's global uncertainty, investors flock to the US dollar as a safe haven, driving up its value. International trade, especially for major commodities like oil and gold, is overwhelmingly priced in dollars. So while the next 9 currencies on our list will technically buy you more than $1, none of them come close to the dollar's role as the fundamental pillar of the entire international financial system. It's the king for a reason, even if it's not the priciest. Coming in at number 9, we have the euro. This one is a truly unique case because it's not tied to a single country. Instead, it's the official currency of 20 of the 27 member states of the European Union, a massive economic bloc. As of early 2025, €1 will get you about $1.08. That might not seem like a huge difference, but when you're talking about trillions of euros in circulation, it adds up. The euro's strength comes from the collective economic power of its member nations, including powerhouses like Germany, France, and Italy. It's the second largest reserve currency in the world after the US dollar, which gives it incredible stability and global acceptance. The European Central Bank, or ECB, is responsible for managing the euro and implementing monetary policy across the eurozone. This centralized control helps to maintain its value and fight inflation across multiple countries simultaneously, which is an unbelievably complex task. The sheer size of the eurozone's combined economy and its volume of international trade mean there's always high demand for euros. It simplifies business across the continent and makes the entire region a more unified and powerful player on the world economic stage. So, despite facing various challenges over the years, the euro remains a formidable force in the currency world. Next up, at number 8, we have a currency that's practically synonymous with stability and security, the Swiss franc. Switzerland has a long-standing reputation for political neutrality, a highly developed and secretive banking sector, and a robust high-tech economy. All of these factors combine to make the Swiss franc, or the Swissy as it's known in the trading world, an ultimate safe haven asset. When global markets get choppy or there's political turmoil, investors and their money run for the safety of Switzerland, driving up the demand and the value of the franc. Currently, one Swiss franc is worth about $1.11, a testament to its perceived security. The Swiss National Bank is notoriously diligent in its efforts to prevent the franc from becoming too strong, as that can hurt the country's export-driven economy by making Swiss goods more expensive abroad. Despite these efforts, the currency's value is underpinned by massive gold reserves, low national debt, and consistent economic surpluses. Switzerland is home to some of the world's biggest companies in pharmaceuticals, finance, and luxury goods, and that economic strength is directly reflected in its money. It's a small country, but its currency packs a powerful punch on the global stage, proving that stability is just as valuable as size. Breaking into the number 7 spot is a currency from a place many people associate with vacations, not financial might, the Cayman Islands dollar. Don't let the beautiful beaches and relaxed vibe fool you. This currency is a heavyweight. One Cayman Islands dollar is pegged at a fixed rate of $1.20 US dollars. That's right, it's legally fixed to be worth 20% more than the US dollar, and it has been that way for decades. This immediately places it high on our list. But why is it so strong? The answer lies in the island's status as one of the world's leading offshore financial havens. The Cayman Islands have a thriving financial sector, attracting massive amounts of foreign investment because of their zero corporate and income tax policies. This has made it a hub for hundreds of banks, hedge funds, and insurance companies. All of this international business flowing through such a small territory creates immense demand for the local currency and provides the economic stability needed to maintain that strong, fixed exchange rate against the US dollar. It's a perfect example of how a specialized, high-value economy, even on a tiny set of islands, can create one of the world's most valuable currencies. At number 6 we have one of the most famous and historically significant currencies on the planet, the British pound sterling, often just called the pound. For centuries the pound was the world's dominant currency, much like the US dollar is today. While it may no longer hold that top spot, it remains incredibly strong and influential. As of our 2025 projection, one British pound is valued at around $1.26. Its strength is backed by the large and highly developed economy of the United Kingdom, with London standing as one of the most important financial centers in the world. The Bank of England, one of the oldest central banks in the world, carefully manages the currency, and its historical significance gives it a level of trust and prestige that few others can match. The pound is the 4th most traded currency in the foreign exchange market, which ensures high liquidity and constant demand. Despite economic uncertainties, including the fallout from Brexit, the UK's economy has remained resilient, supporting the pound's high value. It's a currency steeped in history, but it continues to be a major player in the modern financial world, easily earning its spot on our list. Now, for a really interesting one at number 5, the Gibraltar pound. You might not have even heard of this one, but it's a fascinating case. The Gibraltar pound is the currency of Gibraltar, a tiny British overseas territory located on the southern tip of Spain. Here's the key. The Gibraltar pound is pegged 1-to-1 with the British pound sterling. This means that one Gibraltar pound is always worth exactly one British pound. So just like its British counterpart, it clocks in at a value of about $1.26 US dollars. This fixed relationship is what gives it its strength. But here's the catch. While the Gibraltar pound has the same value, it's not widely accepted outside of Gibraltar. If you have Gibraltar pounds and travel to the UK, you'll have to exchange them for Bank of England notes. The local government in Gibraltar issues its own banknotes and coins, which circulate alongside British ones. The economy there is based on tourism, online gaming, and financial services, which is strong enough to support this currency arrangement. It's a perfect illustration of how a small territory can leverage its relationship with a larger economy to maintain a powerful currency. Cracking our top 4 is a currency that often surprises people, the Jordanian dinar. In a region known for volatility, Jordan has managed to maintain an incredibly strong and stable currency. One Jordanian dinar, or JOD, is currently worth about $1.41. This is another currency with a fixed exchange rate to the US dollar, and this peg has been a cornerstone of Jordan's economic policy for over 2 decades. The decision to peg the dinar at such a high rate was a strategic move by the Jordanian government to instill confidence and stability in their economy. Now, you might be asking how Jordan, a country that isn't rich in oil like many of its neighbors, can sustain such a strong currency. It's a combination of factors. The country receives significant foreign aid, particularly from the United States and Gulf countries, which helps bolster its foreign exchange reserves. Furthermore, prudent monetary policies from Jordan's central bank and a focus on diversifying its economy have been crucial. This high, stable value helps control inflation and makes imports cheaper, which is vital for a country that relies on importing many of its goods. The Jordanian dinar is a testament to strong economic management in the face of regional challenges. Entering the top three, we have the Omani Rial, hailing from the Sultanate of Oman on the southeastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula. This currency is a powerhouse. One Omani Rial is pegged to the US dollar at a staggering rate of about $2.60. That means a single Omani Rial can be exchanged for more than $2.5 US. This incredibly high valuation is a direct result of Oman's decades-long strategy of economic development and stability, primarily funded by its significant oil and gas exports. The country has been a major oil producer for years, and that revenue has allowed it to build up massive foreign assets and maintain a strong currency. The government of Oman and its central bank have intentionally kept the rial pegged at this high rate to project economic strength and maintain low inflation. Unlike some of its neighbors who have focused on massive, flashy construction projects, Oman has historically taken a more measured approach to development, focusing on sustainability and long-term stability. This careful economic planning has instilled confidence in the Omani rial both domestically and internationally. The currency is so valuable, in fact, that the government has to issue half and quarter rial notes to facilitate everyday cash transactions. Coming in at the number 2 spot, just missing out on the title of the world's strongest currency, is the Bahraini dinar. This currency from the small island nation of Bahrain in the Persian Gulf is another absolute beast in the foreign exchange world. One Bahraini dinar is worth approximately $2.65. Just like the Omani rial, it is officially pegged to the US dollar, which gives it that incredible stability and strength. This peg has been in place for years and is a cornerstone of the nation's economic policy, signaling to the world that Bahrain is a stable and reliable place to do business. Bahrain was one of the first Gulf states to discover oil, but it has also been one of the most successful at diversifying its economy away from total dependence on energy. The country has established itself as a major regional financial hub, with a sophisticated banking and financial services sector. This, combined with its ongoing oil and gas revenue, provides the economic muscle needed to support the dinar's high valuation. The constant flow of international capital into its financial sector ensures strong demand for the Bahraini dinar, solidifying its position as the second most valuable currency on the entire planet. And here we are, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 strongest, most valuable currency in the world for 2025 is the Kuwaiti dinar. This is the undisputed king. For years, the Kuwaiti dinar has held this top spot, and it's not even close. One single Kuwaiti dinar will get you a mind-blowing $3.25. Let that sink in. One of their bills is worth more than $3 US. The reason for this incredible strength is simple, yet powerful. Oil. Kuwait sits on a massive percentage of the world's oil reserves, and its economy is almost entirely dependent on the export of petroleum products. This enormous wealth from oil exports has allowed Kuwait to build up a colossal sovereign wealth fund and maintain a currency that is the envy of the world. The Kuwaiti dinar is not pegged to a single currency like some others on this list. Instead, it's pegged to an undisclosed weighted basket of international currencies. This strategy helps to insulate the Kuwaiti economy from the fluctuations of any single currency. The sheer volume of money flowing into the country from its oil sales creates such high demand for the dinar that it easily maintains its position as the world's most valuable currency. It is the ultimate example of how natural resource wealth can translate directly into monetary strength. So, there you have it. the top 10 strongest currencies in the world for 2025. From the familiar US dollar that forms our baseline, all the way up to the incredibly valuable Kuwaiti dinar, it's fascinating to see how a mix of oil wealth, strategic economic policies like fixed exchange rates, and reputations for stability allow these currencies to lead the world in value. We saw how resource-rich nations in the Middle East dominate the top spots, but also how financial hubs like the Cayman Islands and stable, diversified economies like Switzerland hold their own. These currencies lead the world in value for 2025. Which one surprised you the most? For me, seeing the Jordanian dinar so high on the list, despite not having the oil wealth of its neighbors, is a real testament to smart economic management. Understanding currency strength gives you a whole new perspective on the global economy. It's not just about the size of a country, but the value and stability it can offer. The next time you travel or see the exchange rates on the news, you'll know exactly why some of those numbers look the way they do. It's a complex dance of trade, politics, and resources, and the results are right there in the value of the money we use every day. Was it the Gibraltar pound, tied directly to the British pound, or maybe the Omani Rial being worth over $2.50? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments. Drop a comment below with the currency that shocked you the most and why. And if you enjoyed this deep dive and learned something new, do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We've got a lot more content like this coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.